Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dimension critically acclaimed RPG game. And last time we left off, the
You're gonna
gang.
get so much hate for that.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. But last we left off, the gang had returned to Cornelia, where they had informed Sid on everything that's happened so far. About how they went into a deep dungeon, they met themselves, and they encountered a garlic guy, and then
Hey!
yeah, I finally did it. Um,
You did it.
but yeah,
It only took you 3 sessions.
what? No. But
Okay, maybe 4.
yeah, they returned light to the fire crystal, and everybody is now lying in bed. Nyx had a dream, a little dreamy dream of the Crystal Tower, which is this gigantic. Which is a gigantic tower made of crystals, obviously. Vesta had a dream about her girlfriend, and Franklin had a dream about his parents. And that is where we are now. Everybody is asleep soundly, and I'd say right about now. Oh wait, Nix, you said you're gonna stay up all night, right?
Um, I mean, probably not. I probably would be awake all night, just probably a good chunk of it, and then fall back asleep. I mean, I still want to get that long rest. For crying out loud.
All right. So yeah, the crew find themselves in the city of Cornelia in an inn controlled by some weird person who yells a lot. But yeah, it's about I'd say 8 o'clock in the morning, and one of you guys, the Vesta, Rubik, and Franklin, you guys hear a knock at your doors. Separately, just a. You guys hear this, or do you guys try to ignore it, or if you guys are still, or do you wake up at all?
Franklin will wake.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. You just hear a louder knock than before.
Yes, who's there?
Hi, it's me.
Damn it.
Of course it is. Good morning. Hi, do you need something?
Hi. No, I just wanted to let you know about our complimentary breakfast. You guys have
Is that
to.
over?
You guys have to, eat to stay strong.
Hey, my friend, does that ever get annoying to you?
What?
The sound of your own voice?
Nah, not really,
Oh.
considering I've been like this my whole life. Would you like some breakfast? My friend the Moogle is gonna be serving. They're serving tacos.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Okay. We'll, be down in a second.
What? I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
I can't hear you.
I said we'll be down in a second.
All right, make sure you bring clothes. Don't want to see your naked ass.
We did that. Well, you don't. That part you don't have to.
Anyways,
Instruct us
I'll
on.
see
All right,
you
well.
later. Bye bye.
Are you guys like trading vicious mockeries or something? Because I'm pretty sure neither of you have that cantrip.
And then Vesta. Yeah, he's gonna go over to Vesta's room. He's gonna be like,
Hello?
uh, Would you try to pretend to be asleep, or would you like, or are you still asleep? Would you wake up to that, or would you like, ignore him if you are awake?
I think she'd wake up to that and get up and open the door.
All right. Hi, how are you? And Franklin, you can hear this as well, just kind of muffled through your door.
Just shut the.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you? Is there a problem?
Oh no, I'm just here to introduce you to our new complimentary meals in the morning. We have a new breakfast. Oh, it's not new, we've been doing it, but for you it's new because you've never been here before. So yeah, my friend the Moogle, he's gonna be serving breakfast here in a few minutes. Would you like some? They're serving tacos.
For breakfast?
For breakfast.
Oh, okay. That sounds great. I'll be down in a few minutes.
Really
Thanks for letting me
now?
know.
Okay, cool. Alright, bye.
Bye?
Bye. And he kind of says that as he walks away. And then he kind of turns away without, like, just abruptly ending the sentence.
Jesus.
And he's gonna... I need to turn this down. It's not a victory, especially not for the players right now. Considering, they're losing their minds over a dude. Oh, he also yells at you, make sure you wear clothes!
Well.
But anyway, he goes over to the next door, and you both hear this. Wait, would you close the door, Vexa? What the fuck? Vesta. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you?
Okay.
You would close the door after you had this encounter?
As soon as he walked away, yes.
All right. And then you both hear this same knock and the same, conversation going on. Hello, and like muffled. Huh?
Frank is going to go in the hallway and push the guy away and just be like, he's still getting up. Let's have you go downstairs.
I just saw him. He was open. He opened the door, and Ruvik kind of looks to you, and he's like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Just go back. Take some time to wake up, and I will. This guy's just really energetic. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Yeah. So make sure you wear clothes. He's kind of like yelling across by like behind you to get to Rubik. Make sure you wear clothes. Remember, we're having tacos.
All right. Come on.
And as you moving, I promise. I promise.
Yeah. We're.
Here, actually, let me turn on my camera. You guys, it's not getting the comedic effect I want if my camera's not on. And you guys can't see anything.
There we go.
Hiya.
So how many people have showed up to breakfast without wearing clothes, is my question.
That's a mystery you're gonna have to find out when you actually get up and look
no.
down there.
I swear, this guy's worse than a mother. Like, goddamn.
But yeah.
To all you mothers who are watching this, I do not mean to insult. You are doing a wonderful job, but like, come on.
You're talking about the soccer
Shout out,
moms?
moms.
Like you're talking about the soccer moms?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. We're going to McDonald's, honey. Anyway, so after that encounter, and you push him down the stairs, and he immediately dies. What were you
Do I
planning?
gain XP?
No. At least not as far as you know. But no, yeah. After this, what will you guys be doing?
Eating
I'm sorry,
breakfast
my
and
mom.
then
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I suppose eating breakfast and then afterwards rendezvousing with our gun using party member.
Alright, so as you know that the breakfast area is located to the right of the counter from where the inn is. Excuse me.
Great.
Alright. You wanted to head down to that area?
Yes, sir.
All right. You walk down. I guess. Do you grab? Well, I mean. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't ask. We'll just say that until she gets back. That she was outside of the door when you were escorting, quote unquote, him away. Did she return?
Oh, yes, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, no, you're good. Welcome. And what I was saying was, after, like, during that encounter with Franklin and him, like, he's trying to push that guy away, would you be inside or would you be outside of the door?
Oh, my door's already shut. I'm not getting myself involved in that.
Alright. Franklin, when you do get ready to go downstairs to eat, would you want to grab Vesta or would you want to go down there alone?
I suppose I will, I guess, gather in the rest of my party and just waiting for them is smart, so I guess I will remain upstairs till everyone's ready.
Okay. We'll cut over to Vesta. Immediately after you hear this commotion going on, and you close the door, what would you be doing?
I'm going to take a few minutes to recover from that man's energy, or woman, never specified. And after I've woken up from that, I'm gonna take some time to summon my familiar.
Ooh.
So, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, actually, go ahead and, I was thinking of a scenario in my head that I was gonna, do for the familiar, but actually, I had forgotten to say it. So there's no really, like, retconning anything, because this was a while back. So, never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. I know we don't technically use material components, but, commence magic montage. Basically, summoning my familiar, and once he arrives, I'll go ahead and describe him even though nobody else has seen him yet. He's just in this form, just a normal cat. He's medium brown, with yellow eyes, normal cat size, nothing too special about him. And once he's here, I'll kind of, sorry for the background noise, I will kind of just scratch his chin. And I will put him, how do I describe this? Wrapped around my neck.
Okay.
Just, like, choking you?
Not,
Like what?
No, like a neck pillow type situation.
Oh.
And bring him down.
Do cats
I don't
work
know
like
if
that?
don't know if that's physically possible.
It's
You know
magic
what? I'll
world.
carry him. You know what? Yeah.
Or you can have him sit on your like get on your shoulder like a Pikachu or something like that.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a magic world.
Regardless, I'm bringing him down.
All right. And after you summon this familiar, you conjure it up, and you just hear a. And yep, he climbs up onto your shoulder, and you are ready for the day.
Go get some breakfast.
All right. Yeah. So you walk into the corridor that's right outside your room, and you see Franklin kind of, there waiting on you. And we'll say Rubik is out there as well.
Hi, good morning to you.
Oh, good morning. How did you sleep?
slept all right. You?
I slept pretty well.
That's good. See, we've got a new friend of ours tagging along on the adventure.
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is, my familiar, Kenai.
Kenai.
Yeah, silly name. I named him a while ago.
No, it's fitting. Franklin, I feel like is awkward with small animals, so he's just kind of like his hands are just doing a lot of this all around it, and he's just like, "Well, it's nice to meet you, Kenai."
He won't bite you.
I feel like I've seen some aggressive cats in my time, you know? I just never be too careful, you know?
Sure.
Well, you want to go get breakfast?
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
That the end of just making sure I don't because I always get confused. So yeah, you gather your I guess your adventure stuff, like, or you guys are just going out there with your normal clothes on, or like just your regular stuff without leaving. You're gonna leave your items and stuff in the room, or you're gonna take them with you?
I'll probably take him with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright. So yeah, you gather your things, and yeah, you guys head downstairs, and they immediately notice you. They're like, hi, over there.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Hi!
Yeah.
Proceed to breakfast now. I've got things to do.
We didn't really need you to direct us to...
Yeah, just making sure. A lot of people get lost.
Alright, okay,
A
well...
lot of people get lost. Just proceed. Alright, we got a family of like 6 coming in. We gotta make room. You better hurry, or else you're gonna get trampled.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you for the advice.
Bye.
Just go away. Go away.
Well, I'm kinda at my desk. You guys have to go away.
Okay, well. Now, I'm going to present this to you in mathematical terms. I'm kind of a math expert. So, if x represents distance between us and you, the best outcome usually happens when we increase x as much as we possibly can. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So,
So,
let's increase x.
let's increase X. Now move on. You're kinda in the
Just-
middle of my desk. You need to move.
Just standing there awkwardly making eye contact and just like...
Anyway, he kinda like looks at you and he's like, psychos. And then he kinda goes back to doing, they go back to doing their work. Because he's still at his desk. And then he looks back up at you guys and... What are you all waiting for? Breakfast over there.
There.
Vesta's gonna turn to Franklin and go, let's just get moving, yeah.
Yeah, let's increase x.
Also-
No, you're such a mathematician.
Well, hidden talent. There's also a really loud ice cream truck out my window, so...
There are no ice cream
Yeah.
trucks here in Cornelia.
Sorry. My bad.
I know what you meant. He looks at you and he says, "Wait. Also, before you leave, Mister, what's your name?"
Steve.
Mr. Steve, it sounded like when you were describing your problem, it sounded like you want to increase sex. I'm flattered and all, but I don't
that's not
think I am
really
available for that.
What I was kind of
So you
going
might want to
for. That's
go
not
over there.
really. That wasn't my aim.
Were you trying to come on to me, sir?
No, I don't. I'm not really. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm not really.
Well, then you said it, not me.
You mistook it for something else.
Please leave my desk, please, now.
You were the one who.
Please.
How, never mind.
So they go back to doing their work. Writing down stuff.
That's the monster of the pot.
There's no way that I.
But, yeah, with that, we're gonna cut over to Nyx. Good old Nyx Drake.
Hello.
Hello, Nyx. How you doing? Anyway.
It is another day.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. So, Nyx, buddy. After waking up at around 7 or 8-ish, what would you be doing at around this time? Would you still be sleeping, or would you have gotten up at around this point?
Nyx probably would have gotten up, mainly because at this point, sun is like starting to pierce through the sort of worn curtains that are across the window. Nyx would probably just kind of get up a little bit groggily, and kind of look around, look out the window, and probably pack up their stuff and slowly make their way out of the apartment and over to the airship, I guess, or maybe the outer area of the castle entryway.
The outer area?
Yeah, like right in front of the door.
Like the gate?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. You find your way to the edge of, Cornelia, and you find the gate. And it's there.
Yeah. Is there like a couple of guards or like a servant, like a messenger boy of some sort that are around?
Well, I mean, there are not around this area. There's only a few guards because they have to patrol the gate, but there's no like messenger thing around this area at least. But
all right. I'm gonna go up to one of the guards and go, excuse me, do you know where the Guardians of Light are shacked up at the moment?
The Guardians of Light, you say?
Yes.
No, I don't think I have. You talking about them Warriors of Light?
Yeah, those are the ones.
Oh, well, I don't know for certain, but, I heard that they were sleeping in an inn not too far away from here.
Alright. Thank you very much. And then I'm just gonna...
No problem.
I'm just gonna make my way to the nearest inn and see if I can make my way back over to him.
Say it one more time.
I'm gonna make my way to the nearest inn, see if I can find Franklin and the others.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you find the inn that's closest to you. It looks like a. I'm not gonna say raggedy, but like it looks very worn and torn. You just see a guy sitting there at a counter, and you just you see a few beds in the corner of the room, but nothing much else. There's no upstairs or downstairs or anything like that.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the clerk and I'm gonna be like, excuse me.
Hello.
Hi, yes. I'm looking for a few friends of mine. One would be about half elf wearing plate armor, another one's like a female human, the other one's got more of a entertainer sailor physique, more like a bard of sorts. You wouldn't happen to have they wouldn't happen to be in this inn, would they?
No, I don't think I would have seen them. If you were looking for where people like that who look like that would be, they would be more in the inn, in the inn that's further up uptown.
Alright, fair enough, fair. Thank you very much. Sorry to interrupt your business.
Oh, no problem.
Alright.
Have a nice day.
I'm gonna walk. You too. I'm gonna then walk out and make my way further up the street to the inn where the guy mentioned.
All right. Yeah. You make it to the inn that's further up towards the castle, and you walk. You see a nicer looking inn. It looks pretty nice. It has an upstairs and a downstairs, and you see a guy at the counter, and you can see that there's a little something off with him. He's looking like, as soon as you walk in, he looks up directly towards you.
Excuse me.
Hello, welcome.
Nyx is gonna shoot this.
Hi. I'm looking for a few friends of mine. They might have checked in here last night. One's about a half elf in armor. Another one's a human female, kind of got robes on. The other one's kind of like a entertaining sailor of sorts. They wouldn't happen to have checked in here, would they?
Oh yeah, I have seen them. Yes. You're talking about the guy who was let's see. Oh yeah, you talking about he was talking about how he wanted to increase sex. I did not know what he meant, but I mean I was flattered. But yeah, they did come in here yesterday. Yes. If you want to know where they are.
Okay, hold on. First off, was this the bard or was this the guy in the armor?
Armor.
You need to get your ears cleaned, mate. That guy is the furthest from wanting sex.
I don't know, man. He said he wanted to increase sex.
Alright, just...
Well, I'll tell you
where do they go?
Look over there. Are those three people at that counter where that Moogle is?
Alright, thank you. Have yourself a good day. And I just start walking away.
You too. Enjoy the food. Cut to you guys. You guys are at this counter, and you hear the bell ring, and you can hear this dude talking, like, you too, from across the room.
Do you think he talks that way, like, all the time? Like, every conversation he has?
And you guys don't...
I feel like...
Oh, sorry.
Surely it can't be a persona. I mean, that's dedication.
I mean, sometimes people commit to the bit for a really long time, so...
He's like a normal person after work?
Just the voice turns off once he clocks out.
God, I hope so.
Well, I wonder who he was welcoming in. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. As you guys say that, you see a familiar guy walk up. A familiar person walk up. You know, his red hair looks like he's about to shoot somebody. And next, cut back to you. You see your friends at the table. And before you guys, no, you guys can roleplay. I'll be right back. I'll be only for
Alright.
a minute. Or two.
Alright. Yeah. No, Nyx just kind of walks up and it's just like, hey guys.
Morning.
Look, so, look, I'm sorry for kind of running off like that last night. I just, there was a lot to kind of unpack, and anyway, does that guy always talk like that?
I was just saying the same thing. It's ridiculous.
Also, Frankie,
I mean,
why the
shouldn't
hell we...
we-
And also, Frankie, please tell me that you weren't actually trying to fuck him.
Okay, listen. Here's.
It definitely was.
That's definitely not what I was doing. It was a mathematical equation, alright?
You were trying to impress him.
No, I was trying to get as much distance away from him because he's annoying as shit.
Okay, Frankie, let me tell you something right here.
Mm-hmm.
The more complicated you try and make things sound, the more likely people are going to misinterpret. So,
Listen.
next time, okay.
Right? Okay. So I was saying, here's what I said. I was saying that we have a variable, right? The variable is x, right? And x represents the distance between our party and that schmuck. And I was saying, for optimal results, you need to increase x. Does that make sense?
Oh, no, that makes sense to me, but you see, at this point, let's just say that there are other variables in play. For example, while x is the distance between you and whatever the hell we could even call that, we'll just say the innkeeper, there's also the determination of how much of the information this innkeeper can process. For the sake of this, we'll just call this y. Now, in this case, while we'll say that the explanation of this process will be equal to z, the greater z is going to be the decrease of y. No matter how much you try to how much of z you increase, y will decrease about just as much.
I think that makes sense. So is it also the inverse way? If I decrease z?
Basically, this guy's most likely dumber than a bag of bricks, and trying to
Right.
explain mathematical equations are just not gonna go through his head. They're just gonna go right over.
That's fair. Yeah. I really don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, it's alright that you yesterday I get it. But we haven't decided where we want to go next. Like what crystal we want to go and light up next. So, what are your thoughts?
Personally, I want to get as far away from Pendrica as possible, but unfortunately, I might actually know where the crystal, the wind crystal, is in there.
Well, that's great. But I mean, I understand if it's too hard for you to go back there. But we're gonna have to go there eventually, and I I feel like, I mean, personally, I don't really know anything about the water crystal or the earth, but I feel like since we've got that advantage of information, maybe we should head towards that one next.
Look, Franklin, I understand your thought process and all this, but believe me, I do. But Pendricks are tyrants. They care nothing more than money and their own reputation. If we try and get into their turf, it is not going to end well, and honestly, they may not even care about what our goals are. It may be the end of the world, but all they care about is their own profit.
Well, I know a thing or two about tyrants and being concerned about self-preservation, but I I just feel like, you know, I just feel like there's a chance, this fucking ice cream truck, there's a chance that we can resolve this peacefully, and if they don't listen, that's just too bad for them, because we've got a sword, we've got your fucking guns, we've got magic, and we've got really fucking dope guitar.
Hi, I have returned.
So, if you don't want to go back to Pendrica right now, that's fine, but maybe we should keep in mind that we're gonna have to go there eventually. We could go to the Earth Crystal. Vesta, would you happen to know anything about the Earth Crystal?
Unfortunately, I really don't. I've never even been in that area.
Oh. Well, if you don't want to go to Pendrica, we could do that, or we could go to the west and meet my family, who are also nobles. So maybe not.
Nix is gonna look over to Vesta and Rufin and be like, "What do you two think?"
I think because you have information on where the wind crystal is, it would be a good idea to get, but I understand if you need some more time to prepare yourself before getting into that.
Nix just kind of lets out a sigh of. You can tell that on Nix's face, they are in very high disagreement about this. But just kind of slumps their shoulders and is like, "All right, I'll go. But once we get on the airship, there might be a few things I need to talk to you about before we land."
Okay. And before we go there, I just want you to know that if at any time you don't feel comfortable, you want to leave, and go to one of the other ones, that's completely fine.
As That's thoughtful of Frank, but you guys are right to an extent, and ever since I saw on the map that the wind crystal would be back up there, I knew I'd be fearing the day where I'd be going back, but may as well just load the bullet now and get it over with. No?
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta rip off that band-aid sometime. And, you won't be doing it alone. So. If your parents are... I don't mean to, not to speak ill of people who aren't here right now to defend themselves, right? But if your parents are pricks, well then, I have a nice sword who is willing to meet them, so,
You see they kind of chuckle and it's like, it's a little more complicated than that, but like I said, I'll tell you on the airship.
Alright. So, we all cool with going towards the wind crystal?
Yeah, I suppose so.
You're still muted, Angel. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, after that, Nyx is probably just gonna finish breakfast in some silence, and you can just tell that as he's eating, he's just wanting to get this over with. In much disagreement. It's satisfactory.
That'll be all. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
I'm good.
I will say, I will just briefly
Sorry,
say...
go ahead.
You're good. I will just briefly say, oh, and by the way, before we head on to the airship, there is someone I would like y'all to meet, who's going to be tagging along on our journey, if that's alright.
Oh, sure.
I don't see any problem for it, yeah.
Alright.
There we go. Alright, so yeah, you guys finish up the breakfast, and the Moogle says to you all,
Alright, well together that is about 10 gil.
Will that be gold or credit?
Right?
I'm just kidding. That doesn't
No.
exist. Yeah, that'll just be 10 gold pieces. I mean, 10 gil. 10 gil. I meant 10 gil.
Gil,
Oh,
gold,
yeah.
whatever.
Hand over the 10 gil.
All right.
He kind of takes it in his little stubby little hands, and he's like,
All right.
and he puts it down underneath the thing. Yeah.
All right. Here you go.
He doesn't really give you anything. He just says,
There you go. You're all set. Now go see the counter. So if you wanted to stay here for a little longer, you can let him know, or you can check out.
We have to talk to him to check out.
Oh God.
You don't have to check out if you don't want to. You can stay here if you don't. If you're not planning to leave.
Who wants to be the one?
Franklin, I think it should be you.
Oh my fucking God.
You're just
You do
so
have a-
listening to them.
Now remember what I said. Just keep it simple.
Okay. Hello, kind sir.
you can hear him write. Well, you can see him writing, and then all of a sudden he says to himself, "Oh God damn it, he's back." Hello, welcome. What did you need? For the
Hi.
love,
Hi.
for the love of gods.
Yeah. Hi. How's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Yeah. We want check out.
You sure you're not gonna be spending a whole nother day in Cornelia in this beautiful city?
We're checking out.
All right,
we'll leave.
cool. Well, all together that will be. You ordered 4 rooms, right? Yeah, you guys ordered 4 rooms last night. Where's your 4th?
I'm the 4th.
Okay, so that's about 10 gil each, so about 40 gil.
All right.
40 gil.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, nah.
I pitch
you
in.
already
I
pay
pitch in my
yesterday?
10.
Jesus isn't real in Final Fantasy.
Nope, but Ifrit is.
Well,
I'm pretty sure we already paid for the rooms yesterday.
Did we? I honestly.
Did you?
Did y'all?
I think this person is scamming us.
Hang on. Oh wait, did I even upload the? Oh shit, I didn't. It's alright. I'll work on that. I'll upload those both tonight. I'll make sure as soon as I
Yeah.
finish, I'll upload those. I was busy yesterday.
okay.
Hang on.
I then looked at Vesta and I was like, "You guys got me a room?"
Well, we didn't know if we'd be back.
I have an apartment in the lower district. Well, honestly, it's an on and off apartment, but no, I have a place, and honestly, I've slept in the streets before. It's not that bad.
Well, it was a just in case situation.
He says to you guys. So I would like that 40 gil now. I kind of have places to be.
I already pitched in my 10.
You are, sir.
Thank you, thank you. This is for the shit I had to put up with you, mister. Coming on to me and all.
I wasn't. It was a math.
I don't want to hear it.
trying
I
to-
don't want to.
It's really appropriate being
How-
here.
I don't want to hear it. Anyways, thank you for your
No,
business.
I'm
Thank you,
saying what
thank
I'm
you for your,
saying.
thank you for your business. Goodbye. Leave. Hurry! Before I set a restraining order on you.
I'll show you.
Let's go.
that.
You see Nyx is done with this shit. Just looks at the guy and is like, "Try restraining order and I'll blow up this damn inn."
Please
Have
do
fun.
not.
Okay.
Have fun. Go ahead. It's just my job. Also, the king is not gonna be too happy about that.
Would bring me much pleasure to see your livelihood destroyed.
Well, I don't own this
I-
building. I don't own this building, by the way. I don't own
honestly
this.
don't really care what the king would think of me at this point.
Well, anyways, leave. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye! And he's just kind of like waving like this. Not even like moving his hand, he's just moving his like wrist.
Well,
Nyx is kind of like half storming out. Nyx is not happy today.
well, X successfully increased.
Alright, I'm calling it. He pulls out a parchment and he's just like, and he kind of does this.
I'm
Gosh.
just gonna start with you now.
I hate putting up with customers like you.
Well,
I hate putting up with assholes like you.
Well, you guys aren't trying to leave. If you guys hate,
let's go. Let's leave.
then leave. Stop talking about it. Leave.
All right.
Once we exit the building, I want to turn to everyone else and just say, did you notice he lost the accent?
Oh, he did.
Honestly, I don't care. I have half a mind to blow this place up.
Please don't. Really, I know you had a rough night, but destroying a business does not look good on anybody.
You know
That was
what?
a fucking twat.
I'm taking Nyx's side on this. I completely encourage this.
Oh, dear. Let's just get to the airship.
Alright, fine. Just starts walking off.
Yeah, you guys see Nyx walk off.
Probably in the wrong direction.
It's this way.
But Nyx, as you are walking in this direction, wait, you said you were like, you went, which way did you go again?
Probably in the wrong direction.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Franklin, you notice he's going in the wrong direction.
Nick, turn around. Turn around.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this way.
Follows the rest.
Franklin will say, oh, yeah, by the by, the person I wanted y'all to meet, that's gonna tag along with us. Right, so, when I was younger, my father trained me for combat and stuff, and, I used to ride around on a chocobo when I was, learning how to do all that battling and stuff. And he's gonna just go to wherever he leashed the chocobo and just be like, this is him.
Is that an albino chocobo?
Well, yeah, it was what was around. But his name is Perseus, and his name is Perseus, and
Nyx is kind of in slight awe. You can see some of the frustration kind of just slightly lit as he looks and is like, where the hell did you get an albino chocobo? Like, these things are rare.
yeah, it's just used to live on the castle grounds, and he was kind of like always around when I was young, so.
Wait, I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
He was just always around the castle when I was young, and the first I ever learned to combat on the back of.
Right, or the castle. Nix, this is what happens when you leave us alone for one night. We've ended up with 2 animals.
Oh no, I did see the cat. Honestly, that's not too surprising, but I mean, also, I technically you two went alone. Like Ruvik's there too.
You left that Ruvik might have a scorpion up his sleeve. I don't know.
Fair enough. Anyway, airship.
Airship.
Wait, Franklin, how are you bringing the chocobo on the airship, or?
We're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
I have no idea, and that's my general vague answer for when I have no idea, is we're gonna figure it out.
Fair enough.
I mean, I didn't think the logistics of it, but it's fine. I didn't think it all the way through.
Alright. So yeah. You guys walk and towards the airship hangar, and on your way there you hear you all actually, because this is actually pretty well known, you all hear a familiar tune.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright. Near the airship hangar, you all see a bunch of cactar statues and like a big pink cat, like cardboard cutout, and you see somebody outside be like, "Hello, come all." There's a person in a little and a top hat, mustache, and tux. Come one, come all to the annual Gold Saucer Extravaganza. This is your one time only to get tickets to the biggest amusement park in all of Alien. Come one, come all. And he's like, still saying all this. And he spots you. Hello there, traveler. Would you all be interested in going on your all-paid trip to the Gold Saucer? Now, with these, he pulls out his back pocket, tickets? This is the only time you could ever get something like this, considering it's one of the most, expensive amusement parks you could ever go to.
No. Good day, sir.
Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you all. And he says, come, and he continues to go on. Come one, come all. And
Just to make sure I didn't snuff any of y'all, like, yeah, did y'all want to go to that?
Not really in the mood for carnival games.
Did I mention you get free money for winning certain games?
Okay, but even with that extra bit of knowledge, I don't want to go.
If we needed extra money, we have other priorities, right?
Yeah.
Could always smuggle some.
We are not going to smuggle. Right, airship?
Yes.
Airship.
Damn. Well, that
Hopes
shoves
and
away.
dreams and then stuff.
That shoves away my side plot. Anyways. Yeah, you head your way over to the airship, and you see Evangeline, Biggs, and Wedge sitting there, kind of looking sad-faced.
What's going on?
You see Evangeline is sort of teared up, and she's like, "Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing." She sort of wipes her face, and Biggs is like, have a hand on her shoulder.
It's an impressive nothing that can make you cry.
One of our engineer teammates, who used to live in June, we found out that her body was underneath some rubble. I really wish we were here at the time. Well,
I understand.
I'm sorry.
it's nothing. She was an amazing engineer. She was the one who came up with with some of the schematics for the Enterprise here. She was the one who held everything together. But now that she's gone, I don't know what we're gonna do. We were only gone for an hour or two at most. Why?
You see, Nyx puts a hand on Evangeline's shoulder and is like, "It's always hard to lose a friend, but right now, the only thing that you can do to honor her good name is to make sure that the rest of the world will be able to live long enough to hear of it."
Thank you. Well, we best be getting on now. Are you all ready?
As right as we can be.
Alright. So yeah, you guys step onto the airship and Biggs, did you bring the chocobo with you, Franklin?
So.
That's probably a yes.
So,
Oh, that's definitely a yes.
I want to know if that's A, possible, or B, if that's not possible, then what do I do?
Well,
Or ethical.
well,
You put birds on ships all the time.
you asking like the
Yeah,
DM this, or
why not?
you asking DM this, or the
Yeah.
Biggs?
Asking the great god in the sky.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work because
Alright.
the Enterprise is a small ship, and to have the fucking Big Bird over there come onto the ship,
Just like everybody scoot over.
that thing will either will both take up space and it'll weigh the airship down.
Well, can I fly alongside the ship?
Oh,
Can chocobos canonically fly that far?
Alright, well.
Not really,
Well-
but like the only time, as I said before, the only time you've ever seen the chocobo fly is when you unlock flying in FF14. But like then
Okay.
again, like things that you think would normally can't fly cannot fly. I mean, can fly considering it's just the flight mechanic. But no other no other game has a thing where chocobos fly.
Okay.
So basically, it's a very large big bird peacock.
It's just a giant chicken ostrich.
So what should I do?
It's
Do
an
you
ostrich,
recommend?
basically, yeah.
Dungeon Master, what do you recommend?
You can desummon it, I guess. You summoned it.
Right.
You summoned it into existence. As long as you can. Yeah, I mean, like you still can summon it, like whenever you want to like speak to it or do anything you want. But yeah, no, you can desummon or do whatever you want.
Okay. Cool. I'll desummon it for the purpose of travel.
Okay.
Just in a puff of feathers.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's like it waves its feathers, and you can see it's conjuring up some like as you like try to desummon it. You can see it also conjures up some magical particles, and it lets out a happy little chirp, like a, and then it disappears into a bunch of white feathers.
Huh? Hope that didn't kill him.
It's gonna kind of pick the out of her hair.
Oh God, don't look.
After that, Nyx is just gonna turn to whoever's at the wheel. Is gonna be like, set a course for the Pendrick estate, Shinra.
Oh. Oh, we're flying across continent, huh?
Yes. If we need to make pit stops, then we'll do so, but regardless, we're going to Shinra.
Alright. Well, this airship here, can only go so well. I mean, like it can't fly immediately like across the ocean. We might have to take it into portal. Like this ship, mind you, has a modification where it can turn itself into a little portable mode. So we're gonna have to take a ferry there. To like, we'll first have to land in Burmecia, and then we're gonna have to head to Midgar.
Fair enough.
Epic.
All right. All right. So you yeah, you all load up on the airship with no bird included. Evangeline hops up, and you all start heading over the mountain ranges of Quina and over the
Bird sold separately.
Bird sold separately. And this is gonna take about like a day or two, because you're heading over a bunch of mountains that you guys are gonna have to cross over, and then you guys are gonna have to fly over the long marsh and woods and such. So it's gonna take you a few days to get there.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's great, because as, like, maybe about an hour or two after they're in the air,
Oh yeah, okay.
Nyx is going to turn to everyone else and is like, well, it's gonna be a while until we get there, but I guess now's as good a time as any. There is a reason why I don't really like the idea of going back to Shinra or even to Pendrika itself. And if I'm gonna be talking to the Pendricks, you're gonna find out eventually. But how much do you know about the missing Pendrick daughter?
Little or nothing.
I don't. Never.
Could y'all make me a history check?
Yes, sir. One day my shard will stop lagging.
Well, I mean, like, Nyx, you don't have to make a history check.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Fucking on roll manual. I've got a -1. Oh. 13.
You got a what?
I have a -1 to history, and I rolled a 14, so...
Oh.
Damn!
Frank, not smart.
I got a +3, so I have a 12.
Damn. So yeah. Oh man. Ooh. So yeah, Vesta, you don't know much of anything. Well, you probably maybe heard rumors across, Burmecia before it was attacked. But, well, before Burmecia was attacked, sorry. But you don't really know much, considering you weren't a part of the noble community, I guess. And for Franklin, you have definitely heard of this person, like of the missing person, but again, you don't really know much about it, considering you were all the way across. Well, no, this was yeah, no, you were in Cornelia at the time, correct? About a year ago.
Yes.
Then that completely, okay, yeah, so yeah, you knew about this person's thing, because your noble and you have a little bit of a connection. But Vesta, I'm gonna have to recall what I said, considering Bermesia was already burned down at the time. So Cornelia, while in Cornelia, you wouldn't have heard of it as much. Not really.
So I'll just say, like, I've heard of it, never really knew much about it. Or her.
Fair.
Well, you know her now. You see, as Nick says this, takes out the missing persons poster in their bag, opens it up, kind of shows it. Afterwards, their voice kind of drops to. Throughout this time, Nix's voice, like throughout when Vesta and Franklin and Ruvik's known Vix, their voices always sound like it was like a little forced to be a little deeper, but at this point you see it kind of shifts to more lighter and a little more feminine, and it's like, I am the missing Pendrick daughter. My full name is Artemis Eleanor Pendrick, first heir to Alistair and Eliza Pendrick, and twin sister to Orion Alistair Pendrick.
Oh. How long ago did you leave?
A year ago, on my 16th birthday. Throughout my life, my parents have tried to enforce Pendrick name across Shinra, and me being the eldest, though me and my brother Orion were technically twins, but apparently I was born just a few minutes before him, making me the first heir to the Pendrick wealth, and of course the fact that that I was their daughter meant that all those would technically go to my future husband and not necessarily to me first, though I'm sure they wouldn't have minded if everything went to my brother first. Regardless, they did what they could to make sure that I maintained their noble Pendrick reputation. I was forced to act civil, proper. I had to learn the piano. I had to maintain certain mannerisms in front of esteemed guests. I had to dance. At first it was somewhat manageable, and times when I could run off with my brother and just play like children, it's made things somewhat bearable, but I eventually found out that my parents were planning to marry me off to a noble that I didn't know. I hadn't even met them. I didn't even know if they were within the grounds at the time, but something in me just clicked as soon as I heard that. Something told me that the life of a noble wasn't for me. So, on the night of my 16th birthday, I asked one of my more trusted servants to help me escape. He was able to take me as far as Midgar. The servants usually do routine collection of materials, produce, anything that could be used at the house. And he was able to pass it off as that, as took carriage, and was able to get me as far as Midgar and drop me off. And then from there, I had to take to the streets for the next month in order to survive. Before I caught a ferry and made my way to Barum City. And throughout that time, I had a chance to invent myself anew. Instead of having to use a name that would obviously link me back to them, I became Nick Strike. And had been on my own for the next year until I ran into you guys.
That's I didn't know that you know, your family was, well, like, you know, all about self-preservation and but I didn't know, and I'm sorry I didn't know that.
It's not your fault, Franklin. I purposely have made it something that no one would really know is when I was starting to travel. I mean, but now you can kind of understand why I've always been a little aggressive towards the nobility.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's making sense. But can I ask you this? When you see them, if we come across them, I should say, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
I honestly don't know. And the only thing I do know is that we will most likely have to confront them in order to get to the crystal. But I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, whether they're going to be up in arms or if things are just going to return as if this last year has never happened.
Yeah. Well, is there any requests before we, meet your family, or is there anything we should steer clear of, or anything?
I think I can probably say about them is to try and keep as civil tongue as possible. They aren't really a fan of common folk talk and whatnot, and I'm probably going to need to get out of this attire. Just motions to their outfit, it's like, and goes, if my mother saw me in this, she'll probably have me and eventually take it off and probably burn it. So regardless, all I can say is make sure that you try and keep as formal as possible. They're all about being civilized and respectful, or whatever they wish to call it. The fact that you are a noble Franklin makes this hopefully a little easier, but honestly, we might be able to play it off as you somehow finding me and having the respect to return me back to Kendrika, and my mother and father, they might be able to believe the story, but my brother Orion, he knows me better than my parents. For goodness sakes, we're twins. So he might be a little skeptical at first. We'll have to really make sure that if he can buy it, then we'll most likely be safe. If he's even still loyal to my father.
Well, we think that sounds like a decent plan, but only if you're willing to go through with it.
Honestly, I would have rather just to stay clear, but at this point, it's inevitable because the reason we're going to have to go through them is because I have reason to believe the crystal itself is in the Crystal Tower.
Crystal Tower is, are there, to your knowledge, are there any sort of defenses at this tower that we need to be aware of?
Oh, gracious DM, would I know of any security system? You're muted.
Okay, well, I mean, kinda. Well, at the Pendrick Estates where they are, of course, there's gonna be like some security there, and maybe some patrol around the actual estate as well, and maybe some soldiers in Midgard, stationed there for a lookout. But that's pretty much it. And all of this you kind of, I guess you can assume because you don't know, but you would think that your parents would kind of send soldiers.
I kind of shrug and I go, hey, not entirely sure. They're probably going to have part of their guard patrolling the actual grounds of the estate themselves, and at this point they might have a few patrolling Midgar as well, but as far as anything outside of that, I'm not sure. But I will say that there was one time my brother and I decided to skip out on classes, and we decided to try and hide out near the tower. And you wouldn't, and literally within maybe a couple of hours of us being here, there was members of the guard that showed up looking for us. So they might have security for the tower even more locked down than the state itself, but I can't be certain.
Well, um, we'll figure something out. I just, thank you for sharing that. And I'm sorry. In whichever way you want me to help, I'll try my best.
Give me one sec.
Question for the DM. Me? Oh, Dan's back on mine.
Oh, no, you can still ask.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna completely different question. Spell scrolls. Is it any first level spell, or is it only a first level spell that I know already?
Huh? Sorry, go ahead, say it one more time.
Sorry, I have a spell scroll. Is it any first level spell, or is it one that I already know?
I think it's a, I think it's just, when did you get a spell scroll again? When did I give that to you?
When we found the treasure?
Dungeon, yeah.
What did you get?
I got,
Oh yeah, I did give a specific spell here. I need to look for it. I said it was a specific spell, but I had forgotten what I did because I thought you had it. Yeah.
I think for Vesta, the spell scroll she got was Hex, and then
that's what it was.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember
was,
what.
Mine might have been Charm Person.
Alright.
Might have been. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
my plan is definitely not gonna work.
Oh. I think the Charm Person spell came from the loot from the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one. That. But yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeah.
I will just briefly say, I think, Nyx, I think that you are a brave person to not only have dealt with that, but then throw it away and then be on your own and turn your life into whatever you want it to be. It's inspiring. You know, I've known a couple princes in my life. I've known few nobility. And I think you might just be braver than all of them.
See, Nyx kind of smiles a little bit and is like, I appreciate that, Franklin. And honestly, there could have been no way of you knowing. I mean, for Mama's sake, for all I know, you could have been the one that I was going to be married off to.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well,
I will say that this. I don't even know how long we've been together. It almost feels like it's been a while, but these adventures I've had with you so far, aside from the whole saving the world parts and my doppelganger time, whatever, being a bit of a bitch, this has probably been more fun than I've had than within the last year of traveling on my own.
Oh. Glad we made it that way. And, let's just hope, your parents, let's just hope to the crystals that they comply. And, let's just hope for the best.
Yeah, but regardless, I don't think they would like the idea of their missing daughter going around tinkering and shooting guns.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So, like I said, in order for this to hopefully work smoothly, we should probably play it off as you found me and were able to rescue me from bandits, however, not bandits, and out of the goodness of your hearts decided to take me back to Pendrica.
It sounds like an alright plan. Question, and I hope this doesn't push it. When I present you to your family, do you want me to still call you Nyx?
I don't think they would agree with any form of that lifestyle, so when we get there, just address me by my true name.
Alright. Well, we have a little bit of time before we get there, so let's just take that time to rest and prepare for that. And let's I know it's dangerous to be optimistic. I firsthand have experienced why that's dangerous, but let's just hope it goes well.
Agreed.
So, and as you say that, Nyx, you sort of feel, I guess, there's something there inside your heart that feels like a bittersweet sorrow, almost like you're feeling it for two people. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We all wrote tragic characters, man. What the hell?
And you feel like someone somewhere in the world right now, someone is feeling the exact same feelings you are feeling. But yeah.
There's two runaway princesses in this world?
Kinda.
Prince, hey.
Not really. Anyway, no. What I'm getting at is, out of character, what I'm getting at is kind of like, the Warrior of Darkness is feeling it too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, the Grenadier of Darkness is feeling it as well.
I mean, it's either going to be that or the twin brother Orion.
Yeah.
It's just like Percival de Rolo. Everyone's got long names.
I almost thought about making Nyx's full name a little bit longer like that, but then I was like, yeah, that's going to end up being a literal recast of de Rolo. Let's just keep it a little simpler.
Pendrick Day, Santa of British Midgar, Pendrick Isle, Estate Isle. There we go. Anyway, nailed it. So yeah, you guys are cutting through the air. And Evangeline speaks up, and she's like, "If you wouldn't mind if I interject really quickly, right?"
No, not at all.
You see, I don't think for the sake of your health you should go back to looking the way you were before you left. I mean, to show up to your parents and act like nothing even happened is not only dishonest to, them, but dishonest to yourself. And for me, I don't like seeing people not express themselves in their full, at their full expressiveness. Pretend I said something sensible. And maybe you shouldn't dress the way you used to. Maybe instead of reintroducing yourself as, as Artemis, why don't you show your parents who you've become? And I know it may not be that simple, and I'm just saying words, but like, if you want your parents to accept you, they should accept you for who you want to be. And I don't think it's right for you to have to put on a face just to please them. If they can't understand, then there is such a thing called disowning your parents.
Yeah, fuck it. Come hang out with us.
You see Nyx chuckles, and I was like, trust me, I pretty much did that a year ago, but... And don't get me wrong, Evangeline, I really appreciate your concern. And while it may seem like I'm going back to who I was, I assure you that that will probably not be entirely the case. I agree that it's definitely going to be a little strange hearing my old name being used once again after having it silent for almost a year, but I'm fine with fighting my own demons, and I've been fighting with them for the last year as I've been traveling, and honestly, there probably will be a time when we are there where I'm just going to say screw it. But for right now, one thing that I think is probably best is honestly, I'm not entirely sure how to say the rest, but I'll definitely say that it's not going to be permanent, and I doubt it will have any effect on my own, but I do appreciate the warning.
No problem. And if things do go awry, I do have some connections. She kind of winks, if need be.
I appreciate that, and All things considered, it's not like when I gave up that life, I gave up some of the things that go along with it. Like, I mean, for almost sake, I have one address before after I started traveling.
If you ever need,
Not that often.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll admit it wasn't that often, but I mean, I did what I could to kind of get by, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you ever need anything or to talk about anything, and I'm sure your friends are here.
I appreciate that.
And Biggs turns around while he's at the wheel and he says, "Well, also, if you need me to whip you out of there, just in case, you got the airship. I don't know why I'm doing a country accent all of a sudden, but I mean, it's always been there."
I mean, all things considered, I have thought about smuggling my pistol in while we're there, but honestly, even that would be a little bit too big. I'd almost need to devise a smaller firearm in order to be able to get it past, something that could almost be about the same size as my palm.
Oh.
I mean, if you've got materials to make a second firearm about that small, then I mean, I'm all for it. But until then,
Well, I mean, when we get to Burmesia, I'm pretty sure there should be some shops around, the market district.
sounds good. Besides, it'll probably take. Let's see, from Burmesia. Let's see. To be fair, I wasn't even in Burmesia when I landed a year ago. I was over in Barum City, but I'd say it'd be maybe 3-4 day ferry ride. I don't know, but either way, we should still have plenty of time to at least get a prototype going.
Sure. You know what? Here, while you're on the airship, you could be drumming up some schematics and whatever you need. I can call in anybody. We are obviously we are the best, engineers in all of Alexandria. Why did I say fucking We are the best engineers in all of Alexandria.
Nyx kind of chuckles and it's like, we'll see about that. I have been here for about a year.
That's fair. But do you have connections? I can get you that stuff for really either low price or free in most cases.
I do have guns.
Guns connect people to bullets, so therefore I guess that counts.
You see that they're honestly laughing about this and cracking a big old smile, and you guys can see for the first time in at least a few days that Nyx is just kind of enjoying the moment.
Yeah. On the other hand, Vesta.
Yeah.
Let me quickly roll something.
Oh no. I
No.
don't like that.
Right. There's always some shit.
Vesta. As you're, kind of talking and joking and, going about it, you can't help but,
entire backstory.
no, but, you feel something in the back of your head. Okay, not like an object in the back of your head. No, you feel like something in the back of your head kind of pulling at you. It's you can feel a sense of dread as you come closer to Burmecia. But nothing
Well, yeah.
bad really happens. But yeah, so yeah, on this airship ride, is that all anybody? I can't speak words. Is that all? Any y'all wanted to speak on, or did y'all want to go ahead and land?
Yeah, I've said my piece.
Yeah, I guess we can land.
Yep.
Okay. Coming up on it, you can see half of the city is looking a lot like Cornelia, but smaller. Like it looks very prosperous. People are going about their day, and it's really nice and big. But the other side of it, you can see that there are people trying to rebuild, but you can overall see a bunch of ruins. Almost like something or someone had burned the place down. You two know about it, Franklin and Vesta, but Nyx, you have no idea what the hell went on. Unless you do. Would you have known?
Don't think so. Like
On your travels?
so-
'Cause this happened 3 years before now.
Okay, so I mean, if it was 3 years from now, and technically 2 years before leaving Shinra, you know what? I'm gonna do something real quick to just make sure, so I'm not.
Oh!
Hey,
I'm
behave.
not ready for this.
No, this is just basically me doing something. Don't worry.
I thought you were trying to steal
Oh,
all
shit.
of my cheese.
No, I'm just basically rolling a history check because I honestly don't remember notes. So Nyx probably would have heard a little bit about it, even being back at the estate. Granted, probably not too much because I mean, probably not too much because it's like an entire continent away, but Nyx would have at least heard of Burmecia going down, but probably didn't get like exact details as to what happened.
So yeah, you all look on. Biggs, Wedge, and Evangeline kind of look on, and they are just like, what the hell happened here? As they head toward the the prosperous area of the good area, the non-charged bits area of Vermisia. Jeez. But yeah, you all land in the airship hangar of Burmecia, and we are actually going to call it here.
Nice.
I have something we'll
Yeah,
do
this
later in a little bit. So, thank you all for coming. Sorry it was a little shorter than usual. Also, bless you to who sneezed. Thank you all for coming out. Sorry it's a little short. I had to do something. But we will be back with our regularly scheduled program with a regularly scheduled length. So yeah, thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you all later, streamers and queemers.
Fairly well.
Fairly well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.